Hello and welcome to another one of my tutorials. As you can see, this is going to be a different style of tutorial. This is going to be a hair tutorial. As you can see, I tried a crazy sort of Marie Antoinette 18th century inspired hair look. So if you have medium to long hair, I think this is the hair tutorial for you. This is a really fun look for Halloween or any masquerade parties you might be going to. I combined this with my mask. So if you want to learn how to do this, then keep on watching. For this hairstyle you will need a few things. You need mainly things to bulk up your hair so you can get it high up on your head. I'm going to be using a couple of these hair donuts. Find the biggest one, get the biggest ones you can find. In addition, you'll need a ton of bobby pins. And I also found these twist-in pin very useful for securing the donuts to your head. For that, you probably need a mirror, lots of hairspray, maybe a comb, and particularly a teasing comb or brush can be very useful for this hairstyle. You may need a curling wand. I'll explain later whether you need it or not. A hairnet can be useful. You will need more bulk than those hair donuts can give you, so what I'm going to do is take my hair extensions, all of them, and place them in a hairnet. And this will create the bulk to get my hair up as high as the 18th century ladies would have worn it. Now, if you don't have hair extensions, you can also maybe use a couple of balls of wool. I would recommend trying to find something to bulk it out that is similar to your own hair color, because if it shines through, it will not be so obvious that you have stuff underneath there. So, a hairnet full of hair extensions. And that's pretty much all you need. Let's get started. As you can see, I pre-curled my hair. I did this with a heatless curling technique. If your hair can hold a curl from a curling iron, that might actually be easier, just to curl the tips once we've put it up. Since my hair just doesn't want to stay in a curl with a curler, I decided to do this in advance, but it makes the sectioning a bit harder if you have already got the curls in there. We're going to start off with a section on the top of a head, and you have to pay attention here to leave enough hair at the front so you later on cover the bulk you've added to the top of your head. So really take a section from the top of your head, and I'm trying to make this as square as I can. Like so. So once you section off this section, I would recommend to quickly just make a 3-strand plait in it. It will give you something to anchor your donuts to. That's why I'm doing this. That's probably enough. What you want to do is sort of like shape it around to form a little bun. Doesn't really matter if you have the tail end hanging out. And make sure this is well secure to your head. Use however many bobby pins you need to pin this down. You do want this to be secure, because this is going to hold all the rest up. Like so. You have a little bun on the top of your head. Now, once we got into this stage, what you want to do is take your hair donuts, place them on top. I'm starting with the biggest one first, and this is where the twist-in hairpins come in very handy. So you can just screw them into that little plait that you made, and that will hold it pretty securely onto your head. And if it's not enough, you can always stick a couple of bobby pins just inside as well. Make sure it's sort of centered on your head. Do the wiggle test, see if it doesn't fall off. Okay. Okay. Pick the second one. Place it on top. Yeah, I know this looks insane at the moment. Also, bobby pin that to the first. So when you feel that is nice and secure on your head, you can take your hairnet full of extensions or your hairnet full of wool. Do pick something to bulk it out with that you can pin into. Therefore something with threads like wool can be very handy. Right. So you have your hairnet full of hair extensions. You place that on top of these two donuts. And it should look something like this. I know it looks really crazy at the moment. Okay, what you want to do is also pin this to the bottom of this donuts. I mentioned you need a lot of bobby pins for this hairstyle. My neighbours look into my window now, they probably think I'm bonkers, but I don't really care. All for you guys. Do the wiggle test. Okay, I can do it a few more. Okay, that should do. Okay, at this stage I like to section off two pieces behind my ear that are curly, or you can curl them more later if you need to. And I'm just gonna clip those away because I'm gonna leave those down. There. Looks a bit silly, but whatever. Now what you want to do is grab a section just in front of your hairdo there, like so. Spray it with hairspray, really at the bottom, and start teasing it. Once you feel that's teased enough, take bobby pin and pin it into your bulk. And this way we're gonna go around our head every time, taking sections nearest to the bulk on top of your head. And hairspray. Tease the section and bring it up and make sure it's covering as well as you can a little bit. Try and see if you can pin them in a different place every time, otherwise you end up sort of with a dip at the top and you don't really want that. So if you can, try and... I know it's hard with these shorter front sections if you have a fringe like me. Now I like to use this teasing comb to sort of smooth out the sections I put up. And as you can see, the nice thing about having the curls already in there is that all these top bits that will stick out are already curled, so you don't have to do that later. But like I said, it is harder to section. Sort of drape it so it covers. Keep taking sections. Plenty of hairspray. Tease. Sort of spread it out as you go and pin. These back sections you may need to get a second mirror to view what you're doing. Check. And basically just keep going around your head like this and picking up the sections you haven't done yet. Okay, this is tricky for me because I don't have a lot of hair here. Just finishing up the last couple of sections here at the back. And as you can see, I have this whole mess of curls here at the top. Sort of like flip them back and arrange them the way you want. And also extra pin them a little bit to arrange them a bit better. Like so. So if you had not curled your hair beforehand, this would be the time to take these bits and use a curling iron to curl them. And hairspray. Now these bits you left out behind your ear, Now mine are fairly well curled, as you can see, but if they aren't, just take your curling iron and curl them. So I'm going to tidy mine up a little bit as well. Roll them around the barrel. And there you have it. Nice slow curl. Obviously, if you want to do a more traditional actual recreation of 18th century hair, maybe you want to leave it with this, but I did like to decorate the hair with all kinds of things. I've even seen pictures like ships and stuff put in their hair. So what I'm going to do, I have these butterflies. Now if you want this to stay a bit better, you might want to glue them onto a hair clip. What I did is take a bit of wire with a loop, and this one has a hole through it, and stuck that through there, and I just sort of pushed them into my hair like so. What is very fun as well is to use a chain. Maybe if you have a pearl chain, that could work really well as well, and sort of like drape it around like so. Bobby pin it to there, and you can decorate further with flowers or bugs. Of these little bees, they came on a clip, so you can just clip them to your hair. What I also found in a craft store are these pearl beads, so I'm going to use those same wire things with a hook on the end, and stick that through the pearls like so, and then just place them around my hair. Now, as with the butterfly, I think this one won't stay as well unless you have like it's actually glued to a hairpin, so I'm going to use them mainly on top of my head so they don't fall off. Gravity assist, you know. I think I'm going to stop there and come back to you when I've put my corset on. Here I'm back. I put on my corset, and I also tied a little velvet ribbon around my neck. I think it looks very sort of 18th century. Obviously I wore this with the mask to the masquerade, but this would be a perfect look for Halloween as well. So if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to be notified of new videos. I hope you try this. Until next time, bye bye.